Emma Bain for the senior class speech. You can take this down, please.
Thank you. Honored guests, parents, teachers, and the class of 2019, welcome. Aristotle once said, "It is the mark of an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it." When I read this quote, I think of all the perseverance and hard work of my peers sitting in front of me. We have worked the past 4 years to prepare ourselves for the next chapter in our journey. These past 4 years have been difficult, filled with trials and tribulations, but we have pushed through. We have entertained thoughts of failure and giving up, yet we have chosen to reject them and endure. We have chosen to have grit. We are strong, capable individuals who I believe are going to change the world for the better. I believe this because I have heard your voices. I have seen your passion, whether it's helping others, playing a sport, or serving your country. I know that the students sitting in front of me will have solutions as to how to improve our world environmentally, politically, socially, and to act on those modern solutions for the betterment of our world. It's students like Hia Pisu, who works with the STA to raise money for her state in India in attempts to increase hygiene and sanitation in the community. Hia plans to continue this work by studying public health in college. It's students like Ethan Coe, who uses music to raise school spirit during rallies, school plays, and even lunch. He can always be counted on to lighten someone's day through his creativity and love of the arts. It's students like Brittany Pietri, who holds the role of bilingual video producer on the college and career readiness team, where she serves as a vital asset in capturing and producing content that informs a wide audience about educational and professional opportunities. It's students like Damon Way Soisoni, who has a passion for service in our Natomas community and volunteered 3 times the required number of senior service hours with the Angelique Ashby Youth Action Corps. He will continue to beautify our physical and social environment through his passion. It's students like these that make us a class of innovators, scholars, activists, and leaders. I know that you all will better the world because I have seen you fight for what you believe in. In our time at Inderkum, we have walked out in support of the countless victims of far too many school shootings. The girls in our class have won the Battle of the Sexes rally 3 years in a row, while women all over the country have stood up and had the courage to say, "Me too." We have joined together to protest the inequality in our world and to support the Black Lives Matter movement. Our community at Inderkum is strong because of our diversity. No matter the background, we come together to stand up for equality. We don't just respect different cultures, we embrace them. We don't simply tolerate our differences, we celebrate them. Our experiences at Inderkum have taught us to value our individuality and stand up for ourselves. We have learned to use our voices as a catalyst for change in a time of social unrest. In our time here, we have become risk takers, courageous enough to fail in pursuit of our goals. I'm so happy to have had the privilege of getting to know so many of you, and many of you I will never truly know. But I'm here today to say that I'm proud of us, class of 2019. I'm proud of us for keeping the commitment we made every year to graduate, and I'm proud of us for showing up even when senioritis kicked in. But most of all, I'm proud of us for all the times we went the extra mile, whether that be helping one of our peers or studying for hours on end to get to where we are now. I'm inspired by those of you who are the first to graduate high school in your family, and I'm so excited for those of you who are the first to go to college in your family. No matter where we end up, I know we will be living in a better world because the class of 2019 will thrive after high school and our society will be better for it. Here's to us, the class of innovators, scholars, activists, and leaders, the Dream Team, class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma. I would like to invite to the stage our 2019 salutatorian, Reina Vilanco.
Hi class of 2019. You guys all look really great tonight. So let's start. Thank you to faculty, parents, and families for your endless support in getting us to today's finish line, our high school graduation. So let me start with the facts. Inderkum High School was founded in 2004 with the intention of, and I quote, promoting a rigorous academic setting committed to producing students who read carefully, think critically, and work together to improve the local and global community. As Oprah Winfrey wisely said, intention determines outcome. And as I stand here today, I can easily say that we have taken that intention and produced an outcome way bigger than any of us could have dreamed of. In our 15 years of establishment, Inderkum has rightfully earned the reputation as the school that has it all. Great sports teams, countless clubs, the IB and Seeker programs, the very best events, and students who excel academically. So I'm sure that you can see why people think Inderkum is so lit. And we, the class of 2019, have upheld and expanded on that expectation in so many ways. The football team that won in their league every single year, the band who won the sweepstakes award in our freshman year, the cheer team that has grown in numbers, and the change in culture brought on by the college and career readiness leadership team, just to name a few. So I am humbled to be speaking in front of such a well-rounded class today. I'm going to be honest and say that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the speech. I mean, I'm not IB or Sika. I actually took the CP and AP route, which was amazing. I was a little intimidated because of how amazing the other candidates are. Huge shout out to you guys. Or maybe it was that I knew that there was a lot of pressure in doing this. But it drove me to dig deep, because I felt that I had the responsibility to be the voice for those who are not generally heard. Inderkum students are the epitome of diversity, with over 100 countries represented on our campus. This means that we come from all walks of life, whether we started here, just came here, or are building on a legacy that started with the bold intention of a better future. I am a product of that intention, so please give me a moment to recognize my Lolo. He's over there. Who emigrated from the Philippines to the United States through our Navy. He brought his whole family over here, and without him, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So this is for you. And I'm standing here as a representative of our motherland, the Philippines. So back to the speech. No matter what walk you're from, recognize that our time here as Tigers was no random coincidence. We were all brought together at this specific school to share the last years of our childhood through a shared quality of grit, as Mr. Motherspaw likes to call it. Inderkum has given us the opportunity to perfect the art of coexisting despite having differences, being challenged academically, and maintaining a work-life balance that allows us to pursue our passions. At a time where our country is in such turmoil, politically, racially, and socially, I am honored to say that I come from a school that represents what we, for many generations, have only dreamed our country to look like. So as we begin the next phase of our lives, we have to stay connected to who we truly are. We are champions in all areas. We're IB scholars. We are National Honor Society. We are future doctors, nurses, lawyers, and engineers. We are the next professional athletes. We are future authors. We are upcoming news anchors, producers, and directors. We are the next generation of our military sailors, Marines, airmen, and soldiers. We are future musicians, sculptors, painters, dancers, and photographers. We are spirited, we are worldly, we are optimistic, we are diversity, and we are Tigers. We have a very bright future ahead of us, but there will be times where we feel like it's us against the world, so here are 3 ways to navigate through the challenges. First, know your roots. In the words of Marcus Garvey, a people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Therefore, remember all of the reading and writing skills that we learned from Ms. Pitts and Ms. Matthews. Know that we learned how to solve hard problems with the help of our math teachers. Remember that we learned how our society works in our history and government classes. Apply the life skills that we gained in classes like leadership and activities like sports and clubs. The roots we establish here at Inderkum will be the foundation for our ever-growing tree of life. Second, stay humble. As Harry S. Truman said, it is amazing what you can accomplish when you don't care who gets the credit. We have learned that a good team player is one that does not put themselves above their teammates. No matter how successful you may become, you must stay humble. Let your success grow you, but not change who you are. Lastly, remember your why. Always be driven by passion rather than money or status. Chase what makes you happy, because I've been told many times that if you love your work, then it won't feel like work at all. Strive to do what you love and walk with intention. I hope that we all take these principles to heart and go out into the real world with the same grit, responsibility, optimism, and worldliness that we have learned in high school. With that being said, congratulations to the class of 2019. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for the countless memories, laughs, tears, and learning experiences, and I know I'll see all of us winning, and I've been honored to be your salutatorian this year.
Thank you so much, Raina. I would now like to invite to the stage our 2019 valedictorian, Ethan Coe.
What's going on, everyone? How are we feeling tonight? What a night. Here we are at Golden One Center. Isn't that crazy? And here I am, staring at a crowd of confident, proud students about to walk off into the world with their dreams in hand. And I can't help but think, wow, we've come a long way from where we started. We have a lot to look back on. We'll remember our first passing period, roaming around, wondering if we would get to class on time, thinking to ourselves, why do all of these hallways look the same? We'll remember the easier times, like when push-out was only on Friday, or when passing period didn't feel like the mall on Black Friday, so many people. We'll remember our first rally, before we had to have 2 of them or go outside, and remember the hesitant whimpers we made whenever they said, "Let me hear from my freshmen!" We'll also remember how loud the seniors were compared to us, thinking to ourselves, man, those guys think they're so cool just because they're older than us. Funny how that one works. Each rally, we got louder. Each year, we got closer. Each semester, we got smarter. Each day, we found a little bit more about who we were and who we wanted to be. Here we are now. A little bit older, smarter, wiser, and maybe even a little bit more mature. We made it through the PSAT, the ACT, the CASP testing, the AP testing, the real SAT, FAFSA, GPA, AP, SECA, CPI, BUC, CSU, RC, and PE. We made it through late night cramming for tests, mustering up the courage to keep going, even when we were so close to giving up, telling ourselves perhaps the biggest lie ever told, next time I'll start early. We made it through the mental breakdowns, the panic attacks, the anxious wait to hear back from colleges, and the even more terrifying thought of rejection. We discovered the fear of that age-old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, we've grown up. We realized that you can't make your dreams come true if you lay in bed. So we got out of bed every morning, hungering to be who we wanted to be, to take the dreams we dreamt of at night and make them real, to make it all happen. We stayed on the grind even when it was hard. But, truth be told, we may not have it all figured out right now. We might not ever have it all figured out. There will be those times when we feel like that lost freshman, wondering if they'll get to where they need to be in time, even when every door and every hallway looks the same, and when everyone around you seems to walk as if they know where they're going. But life has a way of guiding us to where we need to be, and we'll get the hang of things as we learn to live. With a little bit of grit, responsibility, optimism, worldliness, and learner profile, we'll be sure to get there. Regardless, the memories we have now will stay with us along the journey that we have ahead of us. Keep these memories. When we're done here and you start to reminisce, hold on to them in those nights of uncertainty, when perhaps we don't have it all sorted out, or when the future is scary. Wear them like a warm blanket, comforting you when it seems like nothing else will. Yet, leave space to make new ones, to make more memories, and to dream more dreams. Nothing really ends here. From here, we only walk forward, toward a place of greater opportunity, towards a bigger sky for us to spread our wings. Or, I guess, a bigger jungle for us to growl. Something like that. What a night. Here I am, staring at a crowd of proud, confident students, about to walk off into the world with their dreams in hand, and I can't help but think, wow, we've got a long way to go, and I can't wait to see how we'll get there. Class of 2019, let's get this bread.